Hello everyone and welcome to another Pixel Maven project tutorial. I'm Nicole Watt, the Pixel Maven, and this is Pixel Maven's Retreat. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't already, please do subscribe and click that little bell so that way you get notifications of any new videos that I post throughout the week. I am so excited that this week is World Card Making Week celebration with scrapbook.com. We've got all sorts of specials for you. I hope you've been checking those out. On Monday and Tuesday, we had these double-sided foam adhesives. This is something new that scrapbook.com is carrying. They've got all sorts of different sizes and shapes. So 2 circle sizes, small and large, square shapes, small and large as well. And even though you're like, wow, that's a lot of wasted adhesive, guess what? You can use this adhesive for anything. So go ahead and cut all these extra pieces up and use them for popping up anything in any of your projects. So I'm going to show you these today. And I'm also going to show you our other freebie. This is a freebie on Wednesday and also on Thursday. This is an exclusive stamp set collaboration between Hero Arts and scrapbook.com. It's called Hero Greetings, and it is a 3x4 stamp set with all sorts of cute little animal pun sentiments and cute little coordinating animal silhouettes to go with that. So that's the project we're going to do today. I made up these note card sized cards, and these note cards are from they're from Dick Blick. They have a note card size with coordinating envelopes. So this is a 4 bar size, so it's a 3.5 by 5 or just slightly under 5 size note card, and I just think they're adorable. So this will make 7 separate greetings. They're super quick to put together, and I think you're really going to love the way that they all look. All right, so to get started, I've got my note card here. What I've done is added just a little bit of temporary dot adhesive on the inside just to keep this closed. That just makes it a little bit more manageable as I'm working on it. And I'm going to be using my Paper Fashion watercolors. This is the Metallics watercolor, but it has a really great black in it. So we're going to use that, and I'm going to get a little bit of water in here. I already have black on my brush from working on the projects previously, but let's get this all activated and ready to go. Now, this is not a watercolor paper, but I find that sometimes you can manage watercolor as long as you are working sparingly with the amount of water and you're pretty quick about it. So fortunately, this is just a wash kind of thing, and we don't need to add water ahead of time. Just make sure that your brush is really loaded up with ink or with paint, and that you're wet and ready to go. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and put together a nice little square wash on the front here. And if you don't feel like it's dark enough the first time, go ahead and heat set that or let it air dry. Either way will work. And come back and put a second layer on it. But we just want a little cube wash, just like that. I mean, super simple, easy. And after that, we can move on to the next step once this is dry. All right, so I have 2 layers of black on there because I wanted this to be just a little bit darker. And I think that looks really great. I have a little bit of warpage, but it's not going to be bad. Once it gets written on and put in an envelope, it will be fine. So I'm not too concerned about that. So I've gone through and I've actually done all of these other ones. The last one I have is the one with the little cat, and you are perfect. So I have my sentiment set up in my stamp positioner. And even though I have my sticky sheets in here, I'm just going to go ahead and use my magnets since I have it folded already. And just to get it a nice flat place for my sentiment to land. And I'm going to add in some anti-static powder, and I'm going to be using my VersaFine Clair to ink this up. And I know you're like, what? So I'm going to be embossing this in gold. And I accidentally pulled out the VersaFine Clair instead of my Versamark. And it worked just fine. So I thought, well, why not? And the cool thing about that is that if I happen to mess up, unlike Versamark, It's really easy to get rid of. I was just able, actually I did this once, I was just, able to use my paintbrush and paint over it, and it dissipated the sentiment perfectly. And I was able to re-dry and try it again, and it worked out awesome. So now I have that coated in some gold embossing powder, and I am ready to heat this up. All right, so beautiful gold embossing right over that black. It's starting to come together really nice. So let's go ahead and stamp the little kitty cat. It's just this little image right here. Super small and tiny. I'm not going to bother with my stamp positioner for this. I am going to emboss it in gold just like I did before. So why get out another ink? I can just use that black perfectly fine. You might not be able to see that. I'm sure you can't. But give me a moment and I will show it to you. Whoa. In our embossing powder. And there it is. All right, so little kitty is all nice and gold embossed. I'm going to use one of the teeny tiny circle dies from the Hero Arts Infinity Circles set to go ahead and die cut her out so that way we can finish with our last bit of assembly. Okay, so little kitty cat, and I've got a little teeny tiny piece of basil cardstock here, and this is literally 1/4 inch by 2 inches. And the reason I have my ruler out is because I want to make sure that I get this circle right in the center. I don't want to have to trim anything off. So I put it on top of my ruler here in between some inch marks. And I know that I need to put my adhesive in the center. So just go ahead and take my cat. And now I can pop her, whoa, right in the middle and straighten her up. And now I can go ahead and just press down a little bit to get that to stick. And so now I have this perfectly centered embellishment. I don't have to worry about trimming off the sides, and you can trim off a little bit here, and then it's too short, then you trim off here, and then all of a sudden you have to start all over again, right? So that's a quick way to do that with a ruler. All right, so this guy's going to go right on here, but let's pop it up with some of this adhesive foams from scrapbook.com. I love these because they are like just the perfect size. So these circles, as you can see, are small enough that they are hidden on even a 1/4 inch strip. They're super tiny. And you can use like scissor ends or tweezers or whatever to get these out if you want. But another thing that I really like about these, I like that they're a dense foam. And they're really nice dense foam. But they also, the backings on these are not staticky. So you know how sometimes you peel these little backings off and they want to stick to everything. These do not. They have a different kind of material on them that they just fall right off my fingers and into my scrap bin, and they don't go all over the place. So I really like that. So this little guy can now get centered here, just like so. And the little kitty can join the rest of her group. So I hope you enjoyed this quick and fun card set. If you want to get your hands on this exclusive stamp set from Hero Arts and scrapbook.com, place an order today or tomorrow with scrapbook.com, and you can add this into your cart and you will get this for free. So thank you for stopping by today. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will be back later this week with some more of those Halloween blends that I've been working on. I'll see you there soon, but until then, happy crafting.